everybody, it's T of TessaLunaLluvia.com, and today I want to talk to you about the blame game and quitting your purpose. Now, if you're not already and you'd like to be, I would love for you to subscribe and hit that like button so I know that you want more videos like this one. Okay, so today we're going to talk about quitting your purpose. Now, I have a lot of people in and out, on and off my page, in and out of my readings and classes, and a lot of them put in the effort, a lot of them go through the battle wounds of trying to make this work, and a lot of them go, okay, I'm going to do it. But a select few will give up. Why do they give up? Because this is not an easy job to have. It's emotionally stressful. People can become rude, skeptical. Where I live in the Bible Belt, what I do, this is not accepted. And people that get readings in this Bible Belt do it under the table. Nobody knows they go and see a psychic unless it's like one of their really close friends. So, if you're not used to dealing with that criticism, that skepticism, or them crazy looks, then this is probably not something that you could handle. But if this is what you want to do, you make it happen. There are so many times I wanted to give up. There are so many times I said, I'm done with this. There was even a time that I took my website offline for like 3 days. I was done. But you just have to hang in there. Nobody said it was going to be easy. But this is what you want. This is your purpose. This is the feelings that you've had. This is what you resonate with. So why let the perception of what somebody else thinks you should do change what you do? Okay? When you give up, you tend to blame other people. Well, you know, they didn't help me like they should have, or, you know, they didn't help me get my name out there, or, you know, I just don't want to deal with this whole spiritual thing anymore. I want to go back to when I was normal and people looked at me normal. And when you quit, that is your fault. Okay? You cannot blame another person. I don't care who they are, how they helped you, how they didn't help you. You cannot blame anybody but you. You are the one who quit it. You are the one who gave up. You are the one that did not want to put in the effort. You are the one that let it get the best of you. It's your fault. And that's okay. If you feel overwhelmed or you feel you're not ready, you can definitely put it aside for a while. You can definitely say, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, throw a fit, quit, put all your websites offline. You can do that, and that's okay. But what is not okay is blaming somebody else for your decision. When you decide to quit, when you decide you can't deal with it, when you decide you don't want to put in the work, you can't blame somebody else. You can't say, oh, they weren't there for me enough, or they got really busy and couldn't help me, or you know, they just don't approve of what I do. Everything besides I decided to quit is an excuse. It's to make yourself feel better about your decision by putting the blame on somebody else. If this whole thing of what you were trying to do resonated with you, got you excited, got you happy, even in the moment, then this is what you're meant to do. It's not easy. This is not easy. Especially when this is your job and this is to pay your bills. What about the months that nobody buys anything, nothing sells, nobody buys a reading, and you can't pay your bills? You know, and I get that. I have been there, okay? When I very first stopped being a lawyer and decided to do this full time, we lost our house to foreclosure. Yep. Because I gave up a really good job to do this. So I would never say, hey, give up your daytime job and take this on full time. You're going to make it. Because that's not reality. The reality is, if you want to do this, you need to work on both. But don't say, this is my job, this is my stability, this is how I'm going to live, and then this is my passion that I have to work on the side. That's not what you do. What you have to do is say, okay, this job is temporary. I'm just using this to pay my bills right now and for stability right now. But this is going to be my job. This is going to be my career. This is going to be my moneymaker. And I have to work on this just as hard as I work on this. It's exhausting. It's tiring. You got to get yourself out there. You got to do what you're supposed to do. It is not going to come to you in the middle of the night. Nobody is going to knock on your door and go in the middle of the night and go, hey, I think you're a really good psychic, or hey, I think you're a really good tarot reader, and they don't know who you are. You have to put in the marketing. You have to put in everything to make this happen. If you're good, you'll go far. If you're not, and you feel like that this isn't working for you, then find out what will. Maybe you were doing psychic readings and you realized you like tarot readings better, or astrology, or numerology, or maybe you just wanted to be a spiritual mentor and didn't really want to do anything psychic. And that's okay. Even a life coach. This is all okay. Whatever you want to be. A nurse, a vet, a soldier. I mean, whatever you want to be. As long as that's what you want to be and that's what makes you happy and that gives you fulfillment, that's what you should do. I'm talking more of like the spiritual community, you know, trying to give up a regular day job to do spiritual work. And y'all know what I'm talking about. It is so difficult to get out there. I started in 2009 with my website, and I am just now to the point to where this is making it for me. So think about that. Think of how many years that is. I mean, some people will tell you they've been doing this for 25 years and still can't make it work. So really it's about the motivation. How bad do you want this? How hard are you willing to work for it? If you're good and you believe in what you do, then put that out there and let other people see it. You might have to, you know, give up other things, bowling and you know, hanging out with friends because you have to film a video that night. It's hard work. Nobody is going to hand it to you on a silver platter. And although you're going to find some of those friends that will help you out and you know, try to get your name out there, that doesn't always happen. So, I mean, giving up on your purpose is okay as long as you're going to go back to it and you're just basically taking a break. But to give up on it altogether and say, this ain't for me, I'm not doing this, I just want to be normal, that's you. That's you making that conscious decision that you don't want to deal with this. You don't want this as your purpose. You want to work a full-time job and depend on that stability. God forbid you ever lose that job because that's all you got. You see what I'm saying? So work 50 years of your life to retire. I couldn't do it. You know, I was a family law attorney for 13 years. I came home one day and said, I'm burnt out. I can't do this. It's not worth the money. My mental health was not worth the money. This is what I wanted to do. We struggled so bad when I very first started doing this. No one starts this and just makes it. No one. It is hard work. You have to be loyal to this as your job. That over there can be to pay your bills until you can get this off the ground. But if all you can think about is, I can't do this, I'm going to quit it, then you're not ready. So your best bet is to keep doing this and work on this part-time, but keep this stability over here until you get the passion to do this again. Because frustration from not making it will make a lot of people quit when you put in all that hard work and you see nothing from it. Some people don't see anything for years. You just have to keep going. Eventually, if you work hard enough and this is what you want and you put everything you have into it, it will work out. But again, if you quit, that's fine. Take a break. Do what you need to do to get back on your feet. But don't blame somebody else for the decision that you made. Okay? Just a little tidbit. Hope y'all have a great week. Bye.